What's up, Blerd Squad? We're back with another episode of Blerd Up Reacts, where we watch and react to the latest and greatest in movie, TV, and gaming. And we are your hosts. I'm Killer Cam.
And I'm Monique.
We're back with the finale of Loki, the 6th episode. I forgot what it's called. I think it's For All Time Always. What's the motto?
Yeah, it's the TVA motto. Oh crap! I even forgot it.
For all time,
For
always.
all time, always. Yeah,
I think that's what it is.
I think that is it.
But
I don't care. It better be Kang the Conqueror shows up in this episode, because I'm gonna be mad if he don't.
That's what I was gonna ask. Like predictions. I want to say it's Kang, but like Disney trolled us with Mephisto, so they be having me scared. To be like...
I have a feeling that they could totally troll us, and in this episode we see like a Loki variant being the one doing all this. That is totally possible.
Yeah.
However, I don't want it to be that way. I want Kang to show up. We already know who it's gonna be. I want to see Jonathan Majors episode.
Yeah. I'm leaning towards that, but again, guys, don't be in the comments trying to shoot us, do us dirty if it's not, because they've been leading up to this and dropping little Easter eggs. So, but
even
we know
if
how
it's
that goes.
A little glimpse of him at the very end, I want to see it. I want to see the episode.
So yeah, I'd be very excited to see that. I also feel random thoughts that I have at night when I can't sleep. I was thinking about Sylvie.
Wait, what? Is this okay for you too?
Like random thoughts that I have at night when I'm supposed to be asleep. I start thinking about stuff, and I started thinking about Loki and Sylvie. Something's gonna happen with them.
You think so?
Something not good's gonna happen with them. They can't be on this verge of happiness knowing what a Loki is and how their track record. I feel like something's gonna go wrong.
You're exactly right. They're Lokis. So
yeah. so I'm kind of like, we'll see. But any additional predictions for you before we jump in?
Kang. I'm sorry. It sounds like I'm mixing it up with Kane from Menace to Society. Is it? I was like, why does his name sound so ghetto? Kane, girl, get your ass down here. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's just a bunch of things I'm curious about. Again, I want to shout out Richard E. Grant for OG Loki. Like I can't get it out of my head. That was like the best episode ever.
Perfect. I don't need no daggers.
Basically. So I hope that's not the end of him within the MCU. But I guess before we jump into, thank you for everyone who likes and subscribes. Again, it helps us grow. If you're new to the channel, just please don't forget to hit the like button if you're digging the reaction. Hit the subscribe button if you do want to stay up to date with our reviews and reactions. We'd love to have you. So
Yep.
All right, let's jump into the finale for Loki. This has gone by super fast, but I'm ready. I'm ready for this. You ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right.
For all time.
Always.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
I would be so scared. Like, I'm just a castle on some random half of a comet in the middle of, where are we?
But this is no longer an enchantment. Them enchanting led them there, right?
Yeah. Well, they enchanted Aliyah
to get past it.
Yeah.
Aren't you going to tell me not to kick the door in?
Never made a difference.
Well, if you think it's a bad idea, I prefer you to speak your mind.
Nothing to say.
That'll be a first. I was pruned before you even existed. I have been waiting for this moment my entire life. I just need a second to get my head straight, okay?
Dang.
She's older than him.
Well, didn't need to kick in the door.
What are those statues? Do they have clocks for faces?
I couldn't see. I just saw hoods.
Girl?
Oh my gosh. What the crap, Miss Minutes?
Congratulations. Y'all had an awfully long journey to get here.
Don't tell me this bitch is the head of the TV.
He who remains, he created all, and he controls all. Y'all can live the lives you've always wanted. You can kill Thanos.
Oh, wow.
You want the Infinity Gauntlet? Yours. All those years on the run, how would you like to wake up tomorrow with just a lifetime of happy memories?
He Who Remains is from the comics, too.
We write our own
Is he
destiny
real?
now.
Good luck with that.
Or is it just Miss Menace?
I know.
Hey there.
What took you so long?
Some things had to get worked out, but I'm downloading the files you need now.
This isn't what I asked for.
But he thinks this will be more useful.
Look at her
Happy
eyes. Miss Menace done got evil. You see her?
Yo, I'm
Like
trying to
scowling.
figure out, like, what is going on?
She said he wants you to have these instead, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, Atticus.
The two of you, I mean, it's a little unnatural.
Come on, let's talk. From my office.
They sound just nonchalant.
I'm so
on.
happy to see this shit. Like, not
I
for nothing.
know.
Not what you were expecting, hmm?
We're just a man.
Flesh and blood.
Ew.
Just a little bit easier to kill.
Oh.
Come on.
I feel like he's channeling Morgan Freeman a
I
little
know.
bit.
I said I wasn't to be disturbed.
Well, you're not going to be happy to see me.
So you're gonna prune me?
I like that idea, but you know, my standards might be a little bit higher in that area than yours.
I couldn't let you get in the way of our mission.
We're all variants. What mission?
It can't have been for nothing.
Yeah, sorry, Mona, that's not going to work out the way you think it is. Now that we know your secret.
What did you do?
Girl, he just tried to betray me again.
Secure the perimeter.
Oh,
I've got her.
oh, that was the pen that Ravonna had in her office.
What the hell is going on here? And what the hell are you doing in my school?
That isn't Judge Renslayer.
How?
All right,
We have a lot to talk about.
Let's get all this out of the way. You can't kill me because I already know what's going to happen. See?
It's a parlor trick.
Everything you guys did on Lamentus, I saw. All the stuff the TVA didn't know about, I knew. That little look by the lake.
No, we broke out of your little game.
Wrong. I paved the road. You just walk down it.
That would piss me off so much.
There's only one way this can go.
Then why are we here?
This stuff, it needs to happen.
It's all a manipulation.
Interesting that your head would go to that.
You think you can trust this guy?
Don't listen to him.
Don't listen to him.
This isn't gonna end.
yeah.
Right.
Both Lokis.
Someone created the timekeepers. They gave us all purpose. I have to believe they had a reason.
I've seen the horror waiting for people when they get pruned, and there's nothing necessary about that.
You know what would happen if we didn't prune the timeline?
Free will?
Free
Girl,
will?
Who told you that?
Only one person gets free will. The one in charge.
I'm starting to think that they shouldn't do this.
What happened to you? You betrayed me.
No, you betrayed me. Eons of friendship. And you threw it all away on a couple of Lokis.
Girl, you was lying to people.
I'm sorry, Mobius. Please, Mobius. You're of no danger to me.
Let's see. Yep, you're right. Where are you gonna go?
In search of free will.
I'm kind of on
Oh.
Ravana's side now.
That it should remain TVA. TVA should remain.
Yeah.
A variant of myself lived on Earth. He was a scientist, and he discovered that there were universes stacked on top of his own.
That'd be Nathaniel Richards.
Naturally, they made contact. For a while, there was peace. Narcissistic. I love your shoes. I love your hair. Oh, man. Nice nose. Thanks, man. New worlds meant only one thing. New lands to be conquered. The peace between realities erupted into all-out war.
The Council of Kangs.
And then the timekeepers came along and saved us all.
If you think I'm evil, just wait.
Oh yeah.
Till you meet my variants.
Is it coming together for you yet?
Yeah,
it's coming together. That's why I believe him. I'm like, maybe you guys shouldn't do this.
Yeah.
There's two options. You kill me and the sacred timeline is completely exposed, or you take over and return to the TVA as its benevolent rulers.
Like some kind of game.
Grow up, Sylvie! Murderer! Hypocrite! We're all villains here.
He's got a point.
Yeah. This is going to be such a fun discussion to have.
I know.
What are you doing?
Sylvie, hang on a moment.
Oh, shit.
Oh, dang.
I believe him.
You believe what? That a bazillion boogeymen are going to turn up just because we give people free will?
Better hurry! Timeline's already branching.
So what are you suggesting?
Sylvie, the universe is in the balance. Everything we know to be true. What if by taking him out, we risk unleashing something even worse?
Or was I thinking trusting you?
Because you can't trust, and I can't be trusted.
Then I guess we're in a pickle.
Oh. Ooh. He's gonna end up getting killed, and that's how we get Kang the Conqueror.
Yeah. This is how we're getting a multiverse of madness.
Aren't you going to beg for your life?
Good. See you soon.
This is bad.
Yeah. See you soon.
She knows it too. Look. She's like,
No,
maybe
she
I
messed
shouldn't
up.
have did. His heart is broken. Look.
That's what, 63 new branches in this unit alone?
We made a terrible mistake.
What's done?
We freed the timeline. Someone is coming. Countless different versions of a very dangerous person, and they're all set on war. We need to prepare.
Who are you?
Holy shit.
Oh. Is it?
Yeah.
Is it already done or a different timeline?
That's what I was wondering. I was just thinking that.
Since
Either
they started
way,
branching off.
Either way, it doesn't matter. Loki Lapis.
Loki Lapis.
Loki will return in season 2.
In season 2.
I did hear that this morning, so.
All right.
Oh, I can't believe they're not giving us like a tease. You know what I mean?
Season 2. They haven't started filming.
Well, I wonder if
just
season
now
2 is
telling
going to
people
come
season
out
2.
like before Doctor Strange. There's other stuff because there's other series to explore here. Hold on. Let's get into this shit.
Yes. Let's get into this because I am so for like Disney. I feel like these Disney shows have been a whole big troll. I feel like they put out WandaVision and Falcon was like, y'all ain't gonna get anything big in these shows. I don't know what y'all expecting. And then they was like, oh, but with Loki,
yeah,
it's like y'all sitting here think y'all not gonna get anything because y'all haven't got anything with the first 2 episodes. Guess what you're getting now?
I was actually like, even though I wanted it to happen, I was actually like genuinely shocked to see him, and not for nothing, I was happy to see him because, like, not for nothing, man, Mr. Majors, you've done your thing. And then it's kind of like a pseudo reunion between him and Wumi, so it's just kind of like my Lovecraft peoples, yeah.
I love how nonchalant like he played that character, though. He was just like.
He played the hell out of that. He played that character like Morgan Freeman / Denzel. You want to go home? You want to run the timeline? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, because he was just like, when he was in the elevator going up to his office, he was just like, so not really what you expected, huh?
Digging in his nose and
So,
shit.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh my god! Like I feel like a little kid though. I was like, really, I'm like giddy about this. I was so
Yeah.
glad to see him,
Yeah.
but I kid you not. I am not even lying when I say this. Like once he started talking, I almost felt like he should. I remember when my heart broke because I was like, this shit right here. Like I'm believing what he's saying. Like this
Yes.
shit right here.
Yeah.
Like it quickly changed from how we're gonna get you to, oh shit, maybe Ravonna's right.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's jump into this because Miss Minutes called him he who remains, which is a different character that is in the comics. I think there was like the last director of the TVA or something, if I'm remembering that right. But like when he was explaining it to Loki and Sylvie, he was like, "Oh, I go by many names," which in the comics he has gone by many names. We know, of course, Nathaniel Richards, but he's also ruled as Pharaoh Ramatut, Scarlet Centurion. I think he was, named in the comics at one point, and then he got to Kang the Conqueror. So I thought that was cool how they kind of threw those little pieces in to say, "Oh, I've gone by many names." I thought it was interesting choice that they actually threw in there he who remains as well. But I like how they did it.
There was something about that conversation, and I'm pretty sure I'll see it when I'm editing. It kind of clicked. I'm like, he's a variant. He's not the Kang the Conqueror we're expecting. He's a variant of him.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of, it was like right at that part where my heart broke, where I'm like, this isn't going to end the way I thought it was.
Right. And again, that is something else that comes out of the comics, the Council of Kangs, where actually all these Kangs did get together and, share. I think it was like they did, like it was, he said, and they'll share their technology and things like that. But yeah, man.
So let me ask you this. At the point to where he didn't know what was going to happen, I took that because he had shared so much information with Loki and Sylvie. So now they have knowledge. So that gives them this level of power. And then all of a sudden, that's kind of where their dispositions changed on what was about to happen. And maybe that's why he couldn't see. Like, what did you take from that?
I took it that he said in the show he's planned this all up. He knew what was going to happen before he was going to happen. That was the reason why he laid the path to bring both Loki and Sylvie to where he was at, because he knew at that point either a choice had to be made. Either they were going to take over or he was going to die. Either way, he didn't need to control anything anymore.
Right.
So I think that was him just being like, okay, this is the end of my plan. Either one or two things are going to happen. Either way, I'm not going to be here anymore. So,
Gotcha. So he relinquished it rather than just, because I was like, I don't know. It was something about that part where it was just kind of like I could visibly see that the Lokis were not on the same page here. And I was like, of course, one or the other is going to happen. Which one is it? Did he know which one was going to happen at that point?
I don't think he did.
So that's what that's where I was kind of wondering, like, having the knowledge and having their end goal kind of split, with Loki being in kind of like this indecisive mode. Is that why everything kind of branched and got weird?
I think everything branched and got weird because he let go of that control that he had over everything. Again, gotcha. He knew there was one or two things that were going to happen. Either they were going to take over and he'd still, die, or Sylvie was going to kill. They don't take over, and again, he'd still die. He just basically was like, "This is the end of me," pretty much. What else I was going to say? I was going to say something else. I forgot. Anyways.
This is definitely an episode I'm going to have to watch again. It was good to see the variant of Ravonna. You
Mm-hmm.
know, she was a school teacher.
Yeah, and the what was it, Franklin?
Ohio, wasn't it? It was like
No,
Ohio.
yeah, Ohio. But I was trying to remember the school
The school,
name.
because she had the pin from the school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
in the one of the earlier episodes.
yeah.
So, mm-hmm.
So, and for not a lot to happen in this episode, a lot happened. Of course, you see
Yep.
there was a genuine friendship between Ravana and Mobius, but
Mobius.
Ravana's on the path of, which for once in my life, I did believe her when she said she was on the path for free will.
Mm-hmm.
She's just going about it a different way.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it was just, that was the turning point where I was just like, this shit, maybe
Yeah.
maybe we shouldn't do this, guys.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, that's what I was gonna mention, because the scenes where, you know, Jonathan Majors' character, he who remains, is sitting there explaining it to Loki and Sylvie, and Sylvie's just like, I'm gonna kill you the first chance I get. But you see Loki sitting there like, are you hearing this? Like, maybe we shouldn't kill him. Like,
Right.
you see him just being like, girl, maybe this was a good idea. Maybe we should just stop and think about it. But yeah, Sylvie was just dead on in terms of, you know,
I think B15 said it in a previous the previous episode when she told Ravana, she was like, you want this, she needs this. I honestly don't think there was anything that was going to stop Sylvie, because she's not thinking past it. There was literally, once it's done, she's on the ground, and it's like, well, what now? Like, now what do you have to look forward to?
And I so loved how He Who Remains called out her hypocrisy. Like, she's sitting here saying, like, you know, you think you're justified in doing all these bad things, you're taking me away from my family, and he's like, grow up. We've all done bad things here. We're all villains. Like, stop. Stop being like that.
It just depends on what side of the coin you fall, you know, depending on how you're looking at the situation. You can, which was the theme in WandaVision. You could easily be the hero or the villain, depending on what side you fall. For the first time, well, is it the first time? Loki's heart was broken. That Sylvie shit broke him.
Very much so. Yes.
It broke him, which is what I was kind of afraid of, that they would have this split, this difference of opinion, and something like this would happen. But it was phrased perfectly, where Loki's, you can't trust and I'm not to be trusted. And I was like, ow, ouchie. Ouchie, I wanted you to win, Loki Lawson. Like, I really did. So
I have a question, because yes, Ravana and Mobius had this little moment in the episode where, you know, Ravana, like, I'm not going to say kicked Mobius's ass, but she put him on his ass, and then she was out. So Miss Minutes downloaded some files for her before she went out. Where do we think she's off to? Because is she going to find the castle?
Miss Minutes said he thought you could use these better, or he wanted you to have these files instead, something along those lines. So I think this might be He Who Remains' contingency plan, because he knows the shit's about to go off the rails in a sense, and maybe like he has to know her. He has to know her and know what she's about and trust her, to maybe she's going to play a bigger part in cleaning this shit up when it does hit the fan. I still think Ravana has another tie to this, though. There's another tie somewhere that I'm not fully understanding, or we just haven't been shown. I don't know. Did you get that?
I don't know about another tie, because I kind of feel like she's still trying to figure things. I think she knows more than she's letting on, but there's still some things she does not know, and I think that's where she was off to. And maybe you're right. He Who Remains was basically like, okay, just in case this stuff don't pan out, here's a contingency plan, Ravana, go for it, because she's still at the point like, we need the TVA. We need this to stay intact. So maybe he did send her some stuff that was like, okay, this is our contingency plan. If nobody's going to keep the TVA together, this is what you're going to have to do. And it sets her off on that mission. Maybe. I don't know.
Right. Because, I mean, in this timeline, whatever happened, things have been reset in a way to where now people know he's the head of the TVA, or the variant version of him is the head of the TVA. Like B-15 and Mobius was like, "What the fuck is you talking about, Loki?
Yeah.
Like we don't even know you. What are you doing here? Like,
Right.
you know." And it was like,
B-15 was like, "Timekeepers to the library, please."
and here's the part that confused me, because there's a scene where they're looking at all the branches, and the feeling that I got from it, which again, I'm gonna watch it again, but it was almost like Mobius and B-15 were letting those branches happen. There was no intention of stopping those branches from happening. But then on the next scene, everybody's running to the armory to go stop the branches. So that was where I was like, something changed here.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I can't say if they were the same Mobius and B-15 from between when they were looking at the screen until the next time we saw them and they were like, "Who are you, Loki?" I do know
it can't be.
And it's probably not,
Yeah.
because I think even B-15, when Loki entered the scene, she was starting off saying like, is he really gonna let these branches go, or like, is he really expecting
Right.
something like that?
Yeah.
So at that point, we were at the time. I don't know if it's a different timeline or if time was reset. I don't know,
Yeah.
but it was that different TVA where I guess that's Kang.
Yeah.
That is Kang. That's over that TVA. Is over the TVA, I guess.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, it's got to be a different timeline. Because even in the previous scene, if they were seeing the branches happening, they would have known about Loki. So for them not to know who he is and them to be rushing out to stop the branches now, it's got to be a different timeline.
Yeah,
Either that or he did some juju.
And that's totally possible, because there was significant time between when those branches started to branch off and when we got to that end scene. So that's completely possible. Yeah.
So weird. What was up with the Miss Minute? Yo, Miss Minute's got a little bit savage in this episode. Did you see? First, there was kind of like a jump scare where I was like, bitch, you can't do that. Like, and then like her eyes, the animation in her eyes changed, and she was scowling a lot. Like, I had to take care of something. Like, I was like, Miss Minutes.
I don't know. I'll have to go back and watch, because I didn't notice the change in the eyes, but I felt like Miss Minutes was more like a little worker bee in this one. Like, she knew everything that was going on from the start. She was like, he wants you to have this, or he knew you'd be here and stuff like that. So
she wasn't happy-go-lucky like she normally. Hey, y'all. No, she was like, he's worked it out so you can be existing at the same time, and you can I was like, this bitch is savage. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing, Miss Minutes? I love her. I want one, but
you can keep that. I don't need no Miss Minutes waking me up in the morning talking about, hey, y'all.
Good morning, y'all. Oh my gosh. Yeah. This is a weird episode. It wasn't a lot that happened, but it was substantial and significant. So
yeah.
So I have to again say,
I'm looking forward to all with the different branches that we saw branch off. I'm looking forward to seeing all the new Lokis we're gonna get in season 2, because I know there has to be, and maybe even Richard E. Grant will return as
please
classic
bring him
Loki.
back.
Yeah,
please bring him back, because outside of this episode, I guess I always try not to include like the first episode and the finales when I'm ranking like the best. That the last episode 5 was my favorite, but this one is coming up. But I think it's because it's Jonathan Majors. I think that reveal, and because it's the end of the chapter on this year, I think that's why I'm having a hard time. But I don't know. But like, not for nothing, shout out to the performances. I think all these characters in this series were well written and well acted. There was not one performance in this series where I was just kind of like,
oh, I am disappointed in one thing though.
Mephisto?
No.
What?
Well, they did say devil in this
They
episode. So
did.
when they said it, I was about to say, but no. But I decided to give you guys a break.
Mhm.
We didn't get to see Mobius on a jet ski.
Yeah, you know what? That is true.
Maybe
That's
season
true.
2.
That's true. I don't know. I need to know when season 2 is coming out because I need to know because we already know Kang is going to be in the next Ant-Man movie, right?
Yes, we do.
So it's like the quantum realm, like another pathway. Like what's I like my brain? I'm malfunctioning shit. Like my
error.
Basically, that's just what happened. My brain was like, "Easy, motherfucker." Like stop. Like easy, calm down. So yeah, I like all this stuff and how it's playing together. Again, I feel like Loki and WandaVision are closely more related to each other than we initially thought because what's with Billy and what's the other little boy name? Tommy?
Yes, Billy and Tommy.
Are they variants? Like where did they go to? Where are they at?
Ooh, that's a good question as
Where are
well.
they at? And when did this happen in contrast to WandaVision? You know what I mean? So now my brain is really starting to think. So that's the worst shit you can do. And y'all ain't give us no end credits or mid credits. Man, get out of here.
Yeah, I'm fine. Y'all gave me what I wanted. Y'all gave me Jonathan Majors.
Yeah.
Kang. I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm good. But
I'm good.
that's not that song.
You know.
She who
It
shall
sounded
not be
good.
named. sings that song.
Okay, so I just did a little bit of research and it looks like Loki season 2 might be releasing mid to late 2022 and
Okay.
Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania
Mhm.
will release 2023 February 17, 2023 is when it's expected.
So we've got some time in between here.
Yeah, we
when
will
some of
get
this stuff
season
will pop
2.
off.
Most likely we will get season 2 of Loki before we get the next Ant-Man movie. So
Yeah. Blerd-a-meter. Again, you guys, I'm gonna stick to what I originally said. I cannot rank WandaVision, Falcon, Winter Soldier, or Loki on the same scale. I just can't because they're too.
I can. Y'all already know what it is.
I mean, Falcon, that's a whole other topic. I'm gonna talk. We'll talk about that later. But I think in terms of like stories and they're just not. I can't. They're not comparable. They're different for different reasons. So
nope, I can. I felt I got more enjoyable episodes out of Falcon and the Winter Soldier than I did. Not to say I didn't enjoy Loki. I did enjoy Loki. It's just I guess I rank it based upon how many episodes out of the season I enjoyed, and I enjoyed more episodes out of Falcon and Winter Soldier than I did of Loki.
Well, you feel that way. I can't do it because it's just different. It's different subject matter.
I'm biased as well.
Yeah,
I love Mr. Falcon. So,
but we do need to rate this on the Blerd-a-meter in terms of as a cohesive show.
Okay.
Because again, Marvel's done something great, giving us these extra stories that actually bleed into the universe and actually mean something. So,
go for it.
I was gonna ask you first.
I know you were. That's why I said go for it.
You on some bullshit right now. I'm actually gonna give it a 7.5. And the reason I'm gonna give it a 7.5 is just basically because for the most part, I kind of hate to say it, I don't really feel like there was too much adversity facing Loki in the series compared to, you know what I mean, compared to what he could have gone through. I think this was a little more fun and games until we got closer to the end, which I'm not mad at, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really make the story as complex. I guess I would say. So that's why I'm going to give it a 7.5, but I'm going to reserve judgment to change that shit because I am going to watch the series again. Because I do want to go back now knowing what we know, watch it from the beginning and pick it apart again. So for now, tentatively 7.5. Put that shit right there in the middle. Okay. What you got?
I'm going to give this a 3. That is
what?
No, I'm just kidding.
The fuck?
Joking. I'm joking, guys. Don't. It was worth it to see your face.
We're about to cut and start over. That is too drastic.
No, I'd probably say 7.5 as well.
Why? Why?
I really enjoyed the last 2 episodes. Well, I'm not going to say 2. I really enjoyed all of these episodes. I don't think they were the best ever, but the reveals that we got in these episodes, the Miss Sylvie, which is a Loki variant, as well as the last episode where we got the classic Loki, boastful Loki, alligator Loki. I mean, I just thought it was a fun series. You're right. It wasn't as serious as Falcon and Winter Soldier or anything like that. It is a completely different series than what we've got with Falcon and Winter Soldier and WandaVision. I just felt like this was the fun one that Disney wanted to put out, and it was that. So, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. I enjoyed finding out, watching every week to see how everything was unfolding, and then we get the final surprise of Kang at the end, which I really didn't think that we were gonna get, but I am so glad that Disney was like, yeah, just throw him a bone. As long as it's not Mephisto. As long as it's not Mephisto, just throw it in there. So yeah, I mean, really, I just really enjoyed the series. Again, I loved having to come back every week to watch to see how the story was going to unfold, and I wasn't disappointed.
Yeah, agree. But again, well-written characters, well-acted characters, like hands down. So
yeah, and that's another thing. The actors in this, absolutely love every single one of them.
Yeah,
did a great job, every single one of them.
Stole the show each day. Anyway,
and the colors. I'm sorry, I keep thinking of things.
That was another, like, visually also this was very striking. Like we can go on about this, and we are actually going to go on about this. We are actually going to be guest spotting with the Silver Site for the Blerdature on Friday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, where we're going to dig into the episode and again just give some more thoughts regarding everything Loki. So this will be out by then, so definitely you want to tune in to Silver Site so you can see that, because it's a fun time and we all have weird theories and stuff, and I'm just curious to see what RJ, Trey, and Hero thought of this,
Yeah.
So
I'm sorry, I laughed because you said Loki. We're Loki.
Loki. That's his name.
Loki.
That's how I like saying it, though.
Yeah.
Right?
What? Cool whip. I'm sorry.
Cool whip.
Whip.
Anyway, drop down in the comments. Let us know what you thought about the finale for Loki. What was your favorite moment out of the episode and the series as a whole? Because I'm curious. I'm curious if everybody kind of gets where we're coming from, or if you have something to point out that might change our perspective. We definitely want to know. So drop down, let us know. Until next time, we are your hosts. I'm Killer Cam.
And I'm Monique.
We'll see you on the next episode of Blerd Up Reacts.
Thanks, guys.